Hey guys, this is day 9 of the 90-day journal recap thing. This is recap for the day number 9, and today shouldn't have happened. You'll see why. So we get into a trade here as soon as market opens because of geopolitical reasons as well as structure. I think the shorts might work much better today. So I get into a position here and I'll show you why. So I'll show you the TradingView setup here, but unfortunately it ends up taking me out at break even. So that was our first trade basically, which failed. And what happened next was soul breaking because it just ends up running for 200 points, and it gave a pretty good long entry, so it was pretty valid to go along where I was stopped out for break even. It ends up taking that thick blue line is day open or New York. No, day open, sorry. The light blue line is previous day high. Yellow line, as you already know, is overnight value area high. And I get into a short here because of volume and a wick out. It plays for a little bit. It doesn't quite hit what I wanted. I should have been looking for longs, honestly, here, because the setup means a break and a retest at overnight value area high. So as soon as this candle, as you will see, as soon as this candle goes up, this should have been a long, theoretically. Here I'm just putting the orb levels. So yeah, this should have been a long here. Today was really weird because big volume candles, which then were just completely taken out by low volume opposite candles, and it was a mistake today. Today was a mistake. I end up getting taken out here, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit later, so price is kind of hitting a wall here. It's trying to go down, but there's more maybe there's not more aggressive buyers, but there are a lot of passive buyers on the book, so it's really hard to go through, to punch through. Plus, we already accepted the auction and we are rejecting the previous range. So yes, this is my setup for longs. I don't know why I'm still short here, but whatever. So of a fear of being top ticked, I put my stop above it a little bit instead of break even, and I put it to break even, and now I move it just a little bit again and end up getting stopped out after a while. Yep. So this was a second break-even trade, and after a little while, as you can see, the short would have worked. The long would have worked, and I get into another short here because there's orb high there, capitulation in my head, capitulation of the previous candle, really high volume, but it didn't really go anywhere. Yeah, it didn't even make sense. As soon as this candle flips here, I should have been out of the position. It didn't even make sense. From here on out, I'm still safe in terms of the account. I'm still under the I'm basically break even at this stage. But from here forward, it really goes downhill. It just goes really, really downhill. So this was our first loss. It was about 130. And I'm thinking, okay, this green dotted line is previous day value area low as well as Asia low, that purple dotted line. So I get into another short because a lot of the times I'm top ticked and it goes my direction, but not today. Today I was repeatedly punched. I was repeatedly stopped out against my position. Like 80% of my positions today did not make any sense. And here I make the biggest mistake of the session and of the whatever. I should not have done that, obviously. I get top ticked as usual. Price just is just playing around. I think I get into another short. Yep, get into another short here, and I get stopped almost immediately after. Oh no, it threatens it for a little bit. Yeah, it almost stops me out. Then it comes back down a little bit. Again, right here in this position, we were kind of looking for it to hit the overnight value area high as a first target, which it does. And right here, I should have either trailed or taken out, because as you can see, as I put the image up here, this is the place for longs. It's the overnight value area high. We are right down there. And the New York session value area low. So this was really good for longs. Should have gone long here. Should have went long here. Didn't. Still break even, actually. This is like 60 points below price, and I'm still break even. So today was really hard psychologically. I was really stupid, made all of the worst decisions. The only good decision was checking news, and even so, I mean, I didn't even do anything. As you can see, we are still like kind of break even or under the DLL, even though we took it out. I took it out because I'm thinking like, okay, this is the third trade. I don't want to be stopped out in the middle of a trade, so I'm going to take it out. But no, that's not how it works. I shouldn't have taken it out. So this is the first time we actually break overnight value area high. But again, super high volume gets taken out by a lower volume candle. So I pull up my stop a little bit for it to just be taken out a couple of moments later. So yeah, another short. And yeah, I just completely lost control at this point. Completely. This is 2 full losses, and this was like 200 loss, so I'm below the daily loss limit, or the max loss limit. Not the max, sorry, the daily loss limit by around 200. I'm like 500 in loss at this point. I get into another short right there. If you noticed, I get into a long actually, and then I reversed. It was really just confusion. Today was whatever, dude. I'm posting this video because I want you guys to see that this obviously happens to everyone. You're not alone. And this is real transparency, and a lot of people won't show you this. I am completely out of it at this point. I even had a work meeting at the same time. I was completely out of it, and this really happens. It's normal, but it has to be avoided. I'm just coping right there, just drawing trend lines all over the place, going long, going short. At this point, I'm negative 1,100. I have a $400 buffer in my account. I'm out of it. I'm completely out of it. So yeah, guys, this was day 9. It ends up running here, but because I was down so much, I had to enter with a little size, just 2, and then add to the position as it went on. Huge green candle out of nowhere. Takes us, almost takes us out. But yeah, I couldn't recover from the losses, and yep, the session should have ended like an hour before this. I would have taken a loss of 300 or 350, which is nothing. Guys, take your losses. Please take your losses. And when you win once, even if the account is at break even or a small loss, take the win and leave. Please. Okay, the more that you subject yourself to risk, the higher the chance that you will lose everything. Every time that you click the button, you have to think to yourself, the chance of me blowing the account today has just increased. Every single button press, every single time you press either buy or sell. So yeah, we end up blowing the account. I will have to buy another one for tomorrow, maybe 25K accounts. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I didn't even fill up the rules on the spreadsheet because whatever. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.